Hello, Daniel. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Or
Veronika. Welcome.
hello, Daniel. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
So,
I was, you. It was funny. You said welcome before I did, but
yeah.
that's great. I'm so happy you're here. And as we just talked about before recording, with just a conversation here about your story and your insomnia and how that ended two times actually. So without further ado, Veronika, tell us what happened.
My insomnia started back in 2011. I started to do night shifts, and I was working as a receptionist in a small hotel. And for 2 months, it was quite okay. It was no problem. I came back home and I could sleep normally in the morning from 8 till noon or so, like maybe 4 or 6 hours. But later on, after these two months, I just didn't sleep first night or day, and I thought that's nothing, no problem. Yeah, I sleep the next night, but then I didn't sleep another night, and another one, and another one. And I started to wonder what the hell is going on? Why I don't sleep? Where is the problem? And as the days and nights were passing by, I started to be more and more uh, weaker. I started to be more anxious, and I really didn't know what is going on with me. It was really, really um, such a feeling that I was very frightened. And after it was 14 days, then I really break down, and I even wasn't able to talk because I burst into tears. I was so exhausted. So I first I tried some herbal remedy, and this of course didn't help. This had no effect on me. And then I got, when I think about it retrospectively, the worst advice ever, that I was supposed to go to a psychiatrist. At first, my thoughts were, oh my God, me, psychiatrist, is there really something wrong with me? It didn't give me much confidence, but I saw no other way. And okay,
Sorry,
he's a doctor.
by the way, sorry to interrupt, Veronika, but these 14 days, were you as you remember, you almost didn't sleep at all, or was it like very, very choppy, broken up sleep, or what was those 14 days like?
What I remember, I didn't sleep at all. And I know this is like, there's this general thought that this is quite impossible that you get at least these light stages of sleep, but I cannot prove it. So this is, and I later in my insomnia, it felt like either I get the sleep, and if I was able to get the sleep, there was most of the time this surrenders 2 hours of sleep. I slept. I knew about it. But if I didn't sleep, I didn't sleep. I didn't have these hypnic jerks, no twitches, no nothing. So it really didn't even feel like I was going into the sleep. So,
Exactly.
but
So
to
yeah,
go
so
back,
sorry to interrupt there. So you had
no
this,
problem.
you're super scared. Somebody said go see a psychiatrist, and there you
Yes.
were.
Well, so psychiatrist is a doctor, so I feel like, okay, he's a doctor. He will help me. Therefore, they are doctors. So our discussion was like, so the doctor asked me, what's the problem? I asked, I can't sleep. And he said, why? I don't know. So, okay, so here are these pills, but take them only for 1 month, or you might get addicted. I was like, okay, okay, thanks for help. And then I was really hopeful. I was really hoping that when I take this pill, my insomnia will end and my problem will end, and all these fortnight will resolve. Okay, but actually this was really the beginning of my 8-year long battle of insomnia. So I took the pill, and the feeling was really terrible. I mean, I was happy that my brain was turned off for some time, but it really served like a switch for the brain. I didn't feel restored. I didn't feel restorative, like I had a restorative sleep, you know. So, um, and of course, the side effects of the pills, they gave me tremendous headache, and I really didn't feel well at all. But still, I saw no other options, no other ways. So time to time, I some nights I went sleepless without pill, and some nights I just took the pill so that I have for a while my brain turns off. You know. So this is the very beginning of my insomnia, and then of course I started to search for the information. But back in 2011, there wasn't much information on the internet about insomnia. And all the information I got was how sleep is important, how it will affect your immune system if you don't sleep, and how it will affect your memory, your brain, your everything. And this gave so much pressure on me to sleep that it made me even more sleepless, you know. So then I got, at first I was telling to my friends, my family that I can't sleep, you know, because I was thinking more heads, more ideas. And I was hoping to get some useful ideas, but all I got was these poor advices. But anyway, I tried them all, I think. I tried hot milk with honey, didn't help. I tried hot bath, didn't help. I tried one beer in the evening, didn't help. Then someone told me, okay, go for a go for a hike, get it hosted, and you'll get tired. Okay, why not? I will try. So I remember this clearly. My thinking, okay, we have to get up very early in the morning at 4 o'clock. So I didn't take my pill because if I woke up when the pill was still had its effect, it was really bad feeling. My head was like really thick and heavy, and I couldn't function like this. So I didn't take the pill. And because we woke up at 4 in the morning, uh, I didn't get my 2 hours of surrender sleep in the morning. So I went on a really difficult hike for it took like 8 hours, really 4 hours up steep hill and 4 hours down a steep hill. And I mean, the nature was beautiful. I enjoyed the nature, the fresh air, everything. But every moment I felt the insomnia. I felt it bouncing in my ears, my heart. You know, it was so loud. And after these 8 hours, I finally got into the car. I was all shaking and trembling out of exhaustion. And I was thinking, like, if I don't sleep now, I'm not going to sleep ever in my life. I was so exhausted, but of course I didn't sleep. This is quite normal. When you don't sleep, when you are too exhausted, it's really difficult to fall asleep. But you know, I just need to try it. And next thing, what I tried, yeah, another poor advice was to get drunk. Okay, so I didn't need much with with this tiredness. I just had a few shots, and I it just knocked me off like really hard. And but I just woke up after in the middle of the night, maybe after 4 hours, with really tired and with a tremendous headache. So this was not the way for me either.
And Veronica, is this like shortly after it all started? Is this happening now, like in the kind of first months after the pills and all that, or is it a
Yes,
longer period of time now?
uh, this is still the first month after it started. So then I started. Then I tried. Yeah, of course, melatonin, herbs, all the over-counter pills, all everything possible available. And so then, and the time passed by. I was searching help somewhere else, and I got to another psychiatrist. And she told me that she has a father who suffered from insomnia, and he's taking a pill, and he's taking it like really long years, and it gives him his restorative sleep. And so, okay, I have no better idea, so I know to try it. But I asked her why I cannot sleep. What's the problem with me? And she told me, well, that's because you are depressed. What? I didn't feel depressed. If I manage to get my sleep, I'm happy, cheerful person. I love life. But if I don't sleep, I couldn't function. I really hated everything, everyone. I couldn't stand myself. So, and I was also thinking like, if I really had depression like this condition, I wouldn't be sitting here anymore. It was really, really hard. But anyways, I tried the pill, and the pill was something awful. It gave me such a tremendous headache like I never had in my life. I had to take painkillers to get rid of it. So I never ever take this pill again. So then what I found hard it was that people did not understand. Despite I was telling at the beginning people that I was looking for ideas. Still, I got these weird looks like, what are you talking about? Why you cannot sleep? This is because, if you don't sleep because for an obvious reason, like you had a toothache, you are sick or something, they can relate and they can show empathy. But if you don't sleep for no obvious reason, it's it's not normal, you know. And sometimes it's really weird to say, or I'm sometimes ashamed to say this, but in the worst moments, I was feeling like I would prefer to have something else, like for example cancer, because like this people could understand. They know how terrible this is, but no one could understand me how terrible I did feel. I was hoping if I had this magical power that I like touch someone's hand and he could feel my how awful I did feel, and he could feel my feelings, and he could feel my suffering. But well, and one and to relate to this, once we went group of friends in a car, and I told a friend that I didn't sleep for several nights, and she asked me like, "Come on, why are you not having fun?" I was like, "Oh my god, I was thinking only, why? How am I supposed to have fun? I didn't sleep for several nights. I had no emotions. I'm like an empty body with nothing, no feelings, feeling absolutely numb. How can you think about something so primitive as having fun? I have more serious problems than this. This was my insomniac thinking, and sort of at this was my breaking point when I decided like never ever in my life I'm going to talk about this, or I decided to lie about my condition or about my insomnia, because it was mm, easier for me to say that I'm sick or that I have a migraine than to say that I have insomnia. You know. So uh, yeah, and of course I had several examinations by doctors. I went to a cardiologist. I went to neurologist. I went to check my thyroid gland. You know, and I went to several alternative medicine specialists. I did my hypnosis. I did acupuncture, craniosacral massage, or something like this. All the possible. And once I was counting to how many people I went to address this problem, and it was almost 20. And almost 20 specialists had no idea whatsoever what to do with me. I felt so hopeless. I felt so all alone in this world. I really felt lonely. It was really awful feeling. And yeah, so
And these, by the way, Veronika, about these specialists you saw, like when you saw a cardiologist, for example, was the reason like that you did they know that the reason you were there was that you had trouble sleeping, or no?
Yes, I always said that I had trouble sleeping. Yeah, and but they were just nodding, you know,
So
and
so they didn't. They were just like, okay, well, I'm a cardiologist. I might as well run these tests and see what we find, something like that.
yes, exactly. But I mean, at some point I was happy that there was nothing, but on the flip side, I was hoping there was something so I could address the problem, you know.
Of course.
Yeah. So and then once then next time I was really was trying to get help, and I went to a psychologist. And the psychologist, she was really nice. She was asking me about my childhood, about my life circumstances, and all these things. And she was trying to find out in what situation I was in. And it was only recently when my mom died, and I was taking care of her in her last month at home, and it was for me really it had really tremendous psychological impact on me. You know, it was not easy for me, and to take care of giving her the pills, of hygiene, of dealing with the doctors, dealing with our health system, and after all, also when she passed away, with the funeral and all the bureaucracy around it. And her thinking was leading to that I had insomnia after this cycle, this after difficult life circumstances. But still, I didn't agree with this, because I was thinking there are people, their lives are much more difficult. When you look at homeless people, they sleep actually on the benches, they sleep in the parks. Why I cannot sleep? What's the problem with me? You know, so
And, and
yeah,
sorry to interrupt here, Veronica, but now, how long ago did your mom pass away?
it's been 10 years, 9 years.
Oh, so that
I,
was also a long time ago. Got it. Okay,
Long
sorry. I
time.
thought it was more recent. Yeah,
It
go on.
was my year two of insomnia.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So then after again some time, I went to another psychologist, and it was the first time I met someone that she knew what I was talking about. She told me that she was through insomnia, so she could relate, and she told me that she had insomnia. She somehow, I don't know how, she get out of it. I think with pills somehow. I don't know. She didn't talk much about it, but the only thing she told me that she had insomnia, and she could get past insomnia. And I was so amazed. It was, I think, the year 5 of insomnia for me. I thought it will be for me forever like this, and I really saw no light at the end of the tunnel. And she gave me this light, and then retrospectively, again, what I learned on your channel, I understood that what insomnia is all about. That it's all about fear, and there is only one thing that is stronger than fear, and that is hope. That night, I slept without pills, without anything. When she told me, "You'll be fine, you will sleep, you will sleep, you will get over it." So this one lasted only for 3 weeks because I missed the educational part. Then I get another setback which lasted for another a few years, you know. But at least I learned that I can sleep without pills. So this was really a big thing for me. But anyways, uh, as the time passed by, um, I had a life partner then, and we were deciding to get married, and then came a big decision of my life, if to have a baby or not. And this, when I think about it, this was really the most difficult decision of my life, because how, like someone like me, an insomniac, when sometimes I wasn't even able to take care of myself, how can I have a baby to care for someone else, some other human being completely dependent on me? I was, and in all those sleepless nights, what I was thinking was, if I could get pregnant, because I still was thinking maybe it's some kind of hormonal problem with me. If I have insomnia, and this state of insomnia is a stress for the body. So if this stress will somehow affect the development of baby, if maybe this stress will interfere with the mental health of the baby, I worried if, uh, or maybe if insomnia could be hereditary, you know.
Mm.
And I had all these ideas going on with my head, but then I had a really very silly idea, and I had this picture. If you seen the movie Matrix, it has been already mentioned in this channel, and I think it was in the third part. There was a room full of machines that were growing people in artificial sex, these amniotic sac, you know. And I imagine myself that I'm just this amniotic sac carrying carrying a baby with no influence of hormones, no influence of thoughts, no influence of stress. And I know this is really silly, but somehow it gave me a peace of mind a little. And the second thought I had, there were everybody says that pregnant women, they sleep all the time, and so I was hoping that I will sleep also somehow. Okay. Anyways,
Sorry to interrupt, Veronica, but quickly, the second that psychologist you said who said that she had insomnia herself,
yes.
that gave you this feeling of like, I'm not alone, there's
Yeah.
hope, and then you
Mhm.
actually slept for a few weeks,
Yes.
but right, but that also like, but after that, were things overall a little easier, or was it not? It just
Mm.
lasted for 3 weeks and then it was kind of all back.
That it was kind of all back.
Okay.
That again, it was like this again. The fear came in. What if I don't sleep? And you know, again, retrospectively, the amygdala somewhere saw a snapshot of sleeplessness as a fear, as a threat. And again, I was back there.
Okay.
Actually, I went there once again, and she told me that I can't help you anymore with this. I told you what I told you, and that's the most I can give you.
Hmm. Okay.
So then,
So but now you had decided probably you were gonna have a baby, right?
yes, 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 yes. But it was already another 3 years, yes, or 2 years, 3 years, yes, 3 years later. Still, in between these 3 years, I was still struggling with insomnia. With I was on and off on pills, various, and I was just surviving and getting by in life, And so yeah, and after this decision, okay, it was not difficult to get pregnant, luckily, and but uh, when I got pregnant, I started not sleep again, and I got the worst bout of insomnia like in really long time. It was really all along sleepless nights. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why I just cannot sleep normally? This is not normal. Oh my god. And yeah, and and at that time I was working I was going to work, and I had also this performance anxiety. If I cannot sleep, I cannot perform good at work. And when I had sleepless night after a sleepless night and after a sleepless night, I was so hopeless that I took one pill, one sleeping pill. And in general, you are not supposed to take sleeping pills. So I had a lot of remorse that I shouldn't be doing this and I'm going to harm my baby. But really, at that moment, I was hopeless that I took the pill. And so one next day or the day after, I went to my gynecologist and told him that I can't sleep and I took one pill. Of course, with the insomnia, he couldn't help me, but all he did, he just told me, don't take any pills, you know. So then I went to my GP and she at least put me on sick leave, that I stayed at home because I was really in that state that I couldn't focus. I was afraid to drive. And I had now this bigger responsibility because I was already responsible, not for only for myself, but already for the baby. So I was really worried. And I stayed at home for 1 month. And then I don't know how to put this. I told a colleague of mine, and she said that she knows some again from this alternative medicine, and I talked to him, and he advised me to buy some healing stones, and he sent me good energy, and somehow I started to sleep again after the end of first trimester. I started to sleep. And retrospectively, when I think about it, I think it was the shifting the responsibility. Okay, I have now good energy and I have these healing stones here and I will sleep, somehow. And I think also this hormonal storm just calmed down, which maybe caused me not sleeping the first trimester. And that's why I started to sleep again normally. And further, I will not go much into the detail, but I will just jump into that after delivering a baby. And again, I had got pregnant when my first son was 15 months old. So I decided then having this second baby. And funny enough, I didn't even had to take a pregnancy test. I knew I was pregnant because I stopped sleeping again. it was, oh my god, it's not normal. Really, I stopped sleeping again, and it was again really difficult. It was getting by, but I tried somehow. Maybe I was getting these 2 hours of surrender sleep in the morning, and how this end. And it was 3 days before the end of the first trimester, and I started to bleed, and I feared the worst. Right away, I was admitted to the hospital. The doctor told me that the baby is healthy, is fine, but I have a big hematoma that could, if washed away, it could take the baby also. I was so afraid. I was so worried for the baby. When I called my husband that what is going on, I couldn't say a word because I was so anxious. And afterwards, I was cured that I was on really high dosage of not melatonin, but for the muscles to relax. The
What do you use for the muscle relaxant?
No, this is really often used by insomniacs also, that they will relax you. The
Baclofen is the first thing I think it would be.
No, yeah, I will come back to that later.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
No way.
Is
Okay,
it
I
like
can't
a
remember.
benzodiazepine, that type of
No,
thing?
no, 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 no. They just it just slipped out of my
It's
mind.
supposed to relax your muscles?
Just the muscles. Yes.
I
Um.
don't know. Flexeril is something I hear about, something, but probably
Oh.
some different name, probably.
Okay. Okay.
At least, yeah.
Whatever.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll get to that. So this one, and I got on really high dosage. Like, you usually take one or two pills, but I got 8 throughout the day. Then also another pills that makes your muscles to relax, and also something to keep the baby, And then I started to sleep again, and I think there were 3 reasons why I started to sleep again. First one was that I was super relaxed, and like physically, this was the physical reason, but this itself wouldn't help, because I tried many times to be extremely relaxed and all this stuff. And so this was the first one. The second one was that what I learned on the channel was that as the brains are these super solving machines, super problem solving machines, the problem shifted to the worry for the baby, So from worrying about the sleep, I started to worry for the baby. And the third one was that I didn't have any performance anxiety, that thinking that I have to function tomorrow, you know. So this was 3 reasons which led to resolving my insomnia for 2 years. And I skipped to the setback which I had earlier this year.
I think just quickly before we go there, just a quick question. So
Yes.
these muscle relax, this medication, that one, I'm assuming you stopped taking that after the pregnancy.
No, this is, you can take it all the time. This is called, oh my God, I'm sure you know it too, but it slipped out of my mind. Yes. Jesus. Um, hmm. Just a second. I have it here. It's not any, but magnesium.
Oh, yeah.
Magnesium. Yes,
That's good. That's just a relief. Now we know what we're talking about, because magnesium, exactly. So
magnesium.
although it was started as part of, like, keeping the baby safe, right? That was the
Yes,
idea. But
yes.
then even after you were not long pregnant, the thought was, well, let's just continue taking this.
Okay. You mean I just stopped this magnesium in the second trimester. I didn't take it anymore then.
Oh, you stopped in this. Oh, you did.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. I didn't take it anymore. No, I didn't take it. It was
Ah,
because you are not supposed to take magnesium in the third trimester, because you have to prepare for the delivering the baby, and magnesium
right.
doesn't help.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. So you stopped taking that, and you went back to work.
Yes, I went back to work and no problem, and I was working until I delivered the baby.
And the reason I'm bringing these two up is that you mentioned like 3 things that sort of really helped you, but 2 of
Mhm.
them were now gone, really. So the only thing that was sort of left was that, were you still, your attention focus was still maybe on the babies and their health and
Yeah.
things like that?
Yes. So, and actually, when I already started to sleep normally, I wasn't sleeping anymore. I wasn't thinking about sleep anymore.
Wow,
So
exactly.
no sleep.
So after this happened, really, your attention was so shifted that you sort of forgot about sleep in a way,
Yeah,
and you did
yeah,
fine for 2 years.
yeah, yeah. I slept for 2 years, pretty good.
All right.
So I had a setback earlier this year, and when I started to take a swimming class, and it was for adults, and it was like I know to swim a little. I will not run right away, but I just wanted to improve, So, and it was quite late in the evening. It was from 7 till 8 in the evening, twice a week. And after the class, I was really a lot of adrenaline in my body, and wasn't easy for me to fall asleep. Maybe the first weeks it was no problem, but later on, I had difficulty to fall asleep, and day by day it was getting worse and worse. One bad night produced another bad night, and until I stopped sleeping again. I mean, I think it was not so bad as it was first time, but still I could get at least some sleep. I could also I knew I had this paradoxical insomnia also when I learned, because the time skipped. I could see that the time was skipping, and I could somehow function during the day, but I still felt really bad. And so I started to search again on the internet how to help myself out of this, and then I came across an article in internet newspaper that was praising your channel, and this is how I found your channel. And so I checked, and I saw, like, yeah, okay, it all makes sense. Yes, it's really good idea. So I was learning on your channel, and it was actually the first aha moment for me, was that all I knew about insomnia in those long 8 or 10 years was that insomnia is disrupted sleep for several nights a week for at least 3 months. That's it. But from you, I learned that insomnia is the fear of not sleeping, and it makes so much sense. Oh my God, of course. And that was the first thing. And also, I saw the success story. It was Brenda, and she was saying also, like, she was crying almost every day, and I was like, yes, I was also crying. And I felt so relieved. So, oh my God. And also, the second really important for me, what I learned, was about hyperarousal. Like, oh my God. So why, if I'm tired, why I cannot sleep? Of course, because of hyperarousal, and its physical manifestations, the heart, the palpitations, and the racing thought, and all these things, you know. And the third was to befriend wakefulness, and it was really nice. I really started to enjoy the time at night. I watched the Big Bang Theory, and I watched one part, then went to sleep. If I didn't fall asleep, then I watched the other part, and it really didn't take much time when I started to sleep again. And with the hyperarousal, I also wanted to mention that it was like really there was no more mystery in it. The mystery disappeared, and when there is no mystery, really, there is no need to think about it. And also, I really love the analogy from Alina in her latest video with you, that when you, for example, when you start to cook and you go to a shop, and then you realize, oh my God, maybe I forget to the stove on. So you come back, and then you realize it's all okay. Then you don't even have all these obsessive thoughts. Then everything stops. No panic, no nothing. And I started to sleep again, and I sleep by now, and it's all great.
That's amazing. So wonderful. Like, and I could really imagine how after all these years of searching and thinking and pondering, and then you found the channel, and like things just started to click.
Yeah.
As you were talking here, I can tell like you really contextualized so much, and it must have been a time of like like learning a lot and feeling a lot of relief, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. Especially for me, it was that I not alone in this battle. You know, that I'm not alone. Oh my God! Imagine 10 years. I felt I'm not normal. I'm weird. I'm not a member of the community of these normal people, all the sleepers. When I look at my partner, I wanted to suffocate him with a pillow because he was he was like sleeping so well. Oh my God! And this all made so much sense.
Oh my gosh. And by the way, Brenda, that must have been like 6 months ago or something like that. But was it roughly how long ago did you find the channel?
It was, I think, in September. And
Okay.
during September, all has resolved.
Okay. That's so amazing. So amazing. And you told your story so nicely. I don't have many like follow-up questions. But if sort of to summarize, I think it was like understanding was a really big thing. When you understood everything,
Yeah.
then everything became easy. So education was a really big thing for you, I
Hmm.
think, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I was missing all those 10 years.
Yes.
Really, really, the education, the understanding, and you make things so clear. You know,
Yes.
so easy to understand and so clear.
And now a final question here is if you would be able to tell yourself something, when it all started, way back when you did those night shifts, or maybe those first 14 nights or something, when it started, if you could tell yourself something, what would you tell yourself?
Uh, that uh, that it is all about how you think about it. It is about the fear of not sleeping, and you are not alone in this world, in this battle, and reach out for help on Daniel's channel.
Sounds wonderful. Well, I want to say it's been amazing, so powerful. This is going to help so many people, Veronika. So I just want to say thanks so much for being a guest here.
I really do hope it will help people, especially women, which are thinking about having a baby, maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
So I
I'll
hope
wish for
so.
a lot of people here.
Thank you very
Thanks again,
much.
Veronika. We'll
Thank
stay in
you.
touch,
Bye
okay?
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.